Okay guys, so welcome back, and I just made a video just previously. I think I should hang this thing because I always take it out of my mouth, so let me hang it. Let me just hang it so that will be free. Give me a minute, sorry. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I fit talk now. So yesterday I had this battle. I believe every trader always face this as a trader, where you battle with sticking to your rules. Do you understand? Especially if it's a rule that causes you loss in the market, and you say you're not going to take this type of a setup again. But what happens when that setup now comes up, appears, and you see that setup, the same exact pattern that is like a forbidden zone for you to go to, but the structure is telling you that this thing will go this way, and the entry model is your entry model. But just because of the behavior surrounding that particular setup, you've already told yourself in your journal, when you were journaling your trade, like several losses on that same type of setup. Do you understand? And you said you're not taking it. So I told myself I'm not going to take it. Let me show you the setup. I will record my, you know what about the thing? I don't need lights. I don't need my big screen. I will show you everything on my tab. So come with me. Let me just record my tab so I can sync it with the video. Okay guys, I believe you can see my tab right now. Okay, so just try to. So where's the setup? This was yesterday around this point here, so you're going to understand it. This setup here. Now let me explain it. Before I explain it, let me go to higher time frame so that you can understand it very, very well. So on the higher time frame, this is it, right? On the higher time frame, I have this. This was how the market was looking, and I was having this liquidity, and price is giving me a downtrend. What is the next thing for price to do, right? Continue downtrend, or you might leave a liquidity here, come back to take it and continue downtrend. And one of the losses I always have back then in trading is that once price, right? Let's say there's a liquidity here, and price now forms a fair value gap here, right? And price is trading towards that liquidity. I'm more safer that price should tap into that fair value gap before going up into that liquidity. But where I now start having losses is when price, right, leave that liquidity there and it's going up and it not tap it, it take this liquidity first before it's now start coming to that fair value gap. That fair value gap, most of the time, like 70% of the trades that are these trade setup that I will find in that fair value gap are going to be lost, like are losses. I wish I can go back to, but I don't want to make the video to be that long. I would have shown you one or two losses. And so what now happened there? So this is what happened. Price now came there and tapped. You can see how we tapped it here, right? Tapped it there, though the candle closed outside, which is a break of structure, but I've had experience like that, bro. Break of structure, price still do what it has to do. So this fair value gap that is formed after this break of structure, I did bin this price, tapped it first, then that's when I will lovely take that trade. But since it tapped it first, it take out the liquidity first before it's now coming to the fair value gap. That fair value gap is always going to be weak. Most of the time it's going to break it. Go and do your research. I don't want to go and be giving you examples. Just go and do your research. So having that in mind, price came to that point and I said I'm not going to take this trade no matter the setup that is going to come up. And guess what? I didn't take it, and price gave me exactly my entry model. So I'm going to explain the entry model for you. Swept liquidity, tap into my higher time frame PDRE, sweep short term low, displaced here, left two fair value gap. This is the first one. Even if I miss this one, I won't have missed this one. But I was watching everything and I did not take the trade. In short, I just left the chart. But when I came back and I saw everything, I was now pained. I was now asking myself, why am I pained? What if I took this setup and I lost it? I'll now be regretting why I took this setup. So this is the kind of psychology battle you face as a trader every day. There's no day that there's no psychology battle to face. Do you understand? Now, why I'm making this video is I want to remind myself that I cannot beat myself up just because I didn't take that trade. That is my rule. So it's not a missing trade. It's not in a short. It's not even a setup. So if we're going to keep going high, like I said, price should what? Create a continuation, what? A continuation PDRA, which price has done, which is this right here. Now, what is this continuation PDRA? If I go to 4-hour time frame, this is a better time for me to take this trade. Do you understand? Right? So this is a new PDRA. All I just need to do is find my entry model there. Then I'll write it into the free. There's free time. This is just Thursday. It's going to be okay. Now this just what this move that price I just made now just proved to me that just proved to me that this is the low of the week. Right? Let me go back a little. I'm using my tab with all this on. Yeah, you'll be surprised. This is the low of the week. After taking this is the low of the week, which was formed on Tuesday. This is the low of the week, which was formed on Tuesday. I think London break, something like that, of the week, which was formed on Tuesday. Wednesday showed the continuation. I want to see Thursday also show a continuation. And where we're heading to from that continuation, it should be this higher time frame P that I was seeing there. Where did I get that one from? Go to higher time frame. Let's start from weekly. Now, from weekly time frame first, this is the first place I want to see price get to. Right, this other block here for the weekly time frame, because we broke. This is a break of structure. That means all these fair value gap are invalid now. They are not going to hold again. So that's why I shift them to the corner. So break of structure, retracement, and a continuation to the downside. That is what I'm expecting to see. On daily time frame also, colliding with a daily order block there, that made this zone to be a good zone for me. And if I now go to 4-hour time frame, what do I do? On 4-hour time frame, what I start looking out for is for liquidities for price to grab, and we have a liquidity here that price is going to grab inside that zone. So this is enough. If I see my entry here is enough for me to ride. Do you see all this here? This is all this here. This alone is telling me that price will come back. That is why any setup I'm going to get when price get to this place, I'm riding in short, that setup I think is going to be like, I'm going to have two type of entries. I'm going to have one, that one will be the short-term entry, which is my day trade, and I'm going to leave the other one to run for as like, I want to learn how to be taking not position trade, like a little bit of a swing trade for at least 2 days, 3 days kind of swing trade. You get? I think that's my setup alone. I'm predicting those kind of moves where I'm only taking just a small thing. That's my strategy, okay, as a day trader. But I want to plan to be holding it for, in short, that's going to be on a separate account or for a longer time, okay? So this is what I want to tell you about. Don't beat yourself up if you are seeing a trade setup that your rule is telling you not to take. Don't beat yourself. You have no reason to beat yourself up or to feel bad that, okay, I would have made this, I would have made it. That means you're still thinking in terms of making money from the market. A setup will always come every week. Okay, even if I don't get a setup this week, which I've not even taken a trade for this week, my best day to trade is today, on Thursday. So why am I even worried that I didn't take a trade yesterday? So guys, always believe in the process and don't beat yourself up if you're doing the right thing, because what I just did was the right thing. Okay, so see you guys on the next video. I think if I have a trade setup, I'll be able to have a video to post in the weekend. But if I didn't take any trade, I don't think there's any need for me to post any video. I've been doing some analysis, but if I can able to take a trade, be it a win or a loss, then I'll have a video to post in the weekend, and we'll see if I have a successful week or a losing week. So guys,